Venerable Mahasangha, dear devotees, very good morning to all of you. Venerable Mahasangha, dear devotees, very good morning to all of you. And although I supposed to give some advice, so yesterday I had some Chinese herbs, I drink my flame. So therefore I'll invite Venerable Chandima to, on behalf of me, to give short Dhamma talk.
Very good morning to all of you. Venerable Dr. Sri K. Dhamma, most Venerable Samakara and all these Sangha members and devotees and everybody who have gathered here in this ceremony. It's a pleasure for me to address this kind of a very unique, distinguished gathering, which has different kind of Buddhist practitioners from different traditions. We always believe that there is one teaching, but that teaching is propagated through many Buddhist traditions. As we know that we celebrated Vesak Day 2 days ago, and we all join in our own traditions to celebrate the Buddha's precious birth and enlightenment and passing away. And more importantly, those events resonated us to practice more, cultivate more, because we are supposed to follow the Buddha more than to celebrate the Buddha. But celebration is also helpful for us to understand how we're going to honor the Buddha, how we're going to respect the Buddha. And as I understand, today's event is having a dāna ceremony, dāna offering, and I would like to speak a few words about dāna ceremony and also a couple words about how we can carry the Buddha's message into the contemporary world, in today's world. Buddha's message has been really warranted in today's world more than ever. As you can see that there are a lot of changes happening in many aspects. It might be digital platforms, AI, it might be speech, communication, it might be some other social issues, it might be anything. We should be able to look at the Buddha's precious message to all of these aspects. It is not easy for me to bring all these teachings in this short time. But I think I can bring up this communication aspects as a very important point to discuss in that. In today's world, our communication has become very limited to non-verbal communication. We always use mobile phones and other forms to discuss with other people. Sometimes we know that our communication has become a little bit broken in the sense that we want to talk to other people, even the next door, by using a message. Maybe we don't want to talk to other people. We are highly relying on these gadgets and activities. And the Buddha's whole teaching is teaching us that we need to communicate openly, with clarity, and by reducing wrong aspects of communication. As he interestingly brought up, he's always asking us to speak the truth. We have to always speak the truth, but there are certain things that we have to consider in conveying the truth aspect. Sometimes it is very truthful, it is very factual, but it is not the right time. That is where wisdom kicks in. Maybe we're going to postpone that truth for a moment of time. Because if we're going to speak that truth at that point, a commotion, a fight, a miscommunication can also happen. But still, we are going to convey that truth at a certain point of time when it is really necessary. It doesn't mean that we have to lie, but we have to be very wholesome and smart in how to convey that truth. Second important aspect of good communication in Buddhism is speaking in a way to unite our communities, our families, our Buddhist community, our countries. Sometimes when we speak without understanding what we are supposed to speak, we might be disrupting, we might be dividing communities. In the past, many people were blaming certain kind of people for that. But now it has become a normal narrative to all of us. That means we speak in a way how to unite others all the time. That is the Buddha's second suggestion, to speak with wholesome aspects. And the third aspect to speak in that wise Buddhist way is to speak kindly and gently. In today's world, people become very much frustrated because of easy access to commodities, maybe gadgets, maybe facilities. There are more times than ever people get frustrated because things don't happen the way that they expect them to be. So the Buddha is asking us, regardless of what is happening to us, while we are treating those facilities as opportunities for us to engage more, we should never lose our temper. We should never fall prey to frustration, rather we understand frustration and speak kindly, gently with other people, to other people. And the fourth important wise way to speak in the Buddhist way is to engage in meaningful, virtuous kind of speech. We have problems with regard to the opposite of that. We call it as gossiping and maybe oversharing, or maybe idle chatting, idle talk. So I think when we speak to someone, when we engage in a straight conversation, we have to always keep in mind that we are not oversharing, we are not gossiping, we are not idle chatting, we are using that precious time. Time is very important, more than ever, right today. We are using that precious time to engage in a meaningful, virtuous, fruitful conversation with others. I think these four, not lying, speaking in a way to convey the truthful matters to others as necessary, and then speaking in a way to unite other people, including you, speaking in a way to engage in a gentle, kind, pleasant speech, and speaking in a way that you are carrying a meaningful, fruitful message, and you are not wasting your time and other people's time. These are very wonderful pillars of Buddhist communication that would be very relevant to all of us, especially in this Vesak time. And one more thing to add, just before I wrap this up. Dāna activity. As you know that today there will be a large dāna offering to all these Sangha members. So we always have to think about how Buddha actually meant dāna in his own way. The Buddha mentioned that there are 14 types of personal offerings, and also there are 7 types of Sangha offering. We call them dakkhina. So 14 personal dakkhina, and then 7 Sangha dakkhina, given by the Buddha in the Dakkhina Vibhanga Sutta in the Vajrayana Dzogchen 142. And in that, Buddha teaches the Venerable Arahant Mahapajapati Gotami a very interesting advice. Buddha's stepmother, Mahapajapati Gotami, came to see the Buddha and wanted to offer 2 garments, 2 robes to the Buddha. And the Buddha said, Venerable Gotami, I appreciate your upcoming offering, but I would suggest that you offer these 2 robes towards Sangha members. Because when you offer these robes to Sangha members, I will also be a part of that offering. And in the same way, I understand the organizers today, they truly understand that offering to the Sangha members would be the best. And you have not even invited Vajrayana Sangha members, you have invited Mahayana Sangha members and also Theravada Sangha members as well. That way, you are going to make this offering a very fruitful, a meritorious activity. So I think allowing you to engage in happily and meaningfully do that offering, I would like to wish everyone a happy Vesak time, at the same time May your day always be blessed by the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Thank you, everyone.